Hi class, this is Miss Dunagan talking. I'm so excited because today is our first day that we're starting with our book talks. I know we've talked about earlier in class that this week we're really going to be focusing on diversity in the classroom. I'm really interested in diverse literature and why I should include it in our classroom library. So I just wanted to demonstrate to you all about the importance of including different books to include in our library. So let's get started. The first book I'm going to talk about 5 different texts, and I'm going to do a book talk on each of them. So the first one that I have is called All Kinds of Families, written by Norma Simon. This book I love because it is just so interesting because it really talks about the definition of family. However, even though we may think a family includes a mom, dad, and maybe that's it, or brothers and sisters, there are so much more that goes into family. So let's check it out. So the reason I chose this book is because at the beginning of the text, it has about this book page. This basically sums up why the author decided to write this book. So for example, the author really wanted to discover the variety of people who fit under the big umbrella redefined as family. They wanted students, so you, to really understand what the true definition of family is and what it can be composed of. So it says, children 40 years ago and children today still define family on the basis of their own experiences. Children still idolize adults and their family. Children still learn values by imitating attitudes and behaviors they observe. They support role of families and their child's place in the center of his or her world are reflected in this book. So basically it really just wants to engage you and to really make you realize what does a family compose of. So to start off with, if we're doing a quick picture walk, the first thing that you'll see in the text is that not every family looks the same. You'll see that there's different races, different sizes of families, different genders, and different ages. That is so important because this is really going to pertain to all students. So, as we get started, so this book basically talks about families, and it's talking about how families are composed, what they're composed of. So basically, a family is someone who takes care of you and loves you. It does not necessarily mean that you can just have one mom, one dad, and that's it. It can include so much more. It includes mom, dad, siblings, which include brothers, sisters, stepbrothers, stepsisters, grandparents, cousins, friends and family that are really close to you that you consider to be part of your family, and so much more. The reason I chose this book is because I'm so excited for you to read this because I think this is really going to pertain to each and every one of you. This is such a diverse book, and it really focuses on diverse literature. It doesn't just talk about one type of family. It talks about all sorts of different families. And I really think that this is a very important, diverse topic to discuss in a classroom. For example, a student might come to me one day and realize that they might not have a mother or they might not have a father, but that doesn't mean that their family is broken or they don't have a family. I really encourage you to read this book because not only is it very diverse, but it's really interesting and engaging, and I feel like you're going to learn a lot. So stay tuned, and I can't wait to hear your responses.